If that tee shot looks familiar to you guys, you're not alone. Plenty of players struggle, and they struggle with the slice because of this singular, simple reason. In this video, I'm going to show you what that reason is, and we're going to correct it for you. I'm going to give you a training method you can do at home or at the driving range to help you fix this problem and get you hitting those drivers longer and straighter. I can't tell you how many golfers that I have played with and worked with that are struggling with the slice, and the first thing that they do to try to correct that is they pull their trail foot back and close off their stance. Because logically, I'm going to pull the club inside and therefore I'm going to swing from the inside. Our reality is we don't do that. By setting ourselves up so close, we pull the club inside, correct, but have you ever tried to keep the club in that same position on the way down? So from this position here, the club's going to hit so far behind the golf ball because we are so flat into the downswing. If we extend the arms, we hit the ground. If we pull the arms up and away, we can't rotate the club face. So we're going to get the slice anyway. But the most common thing we see is from here, we've pulled the club inside, top of the backswing, is players working the club over the top. And now we're going to get steep and down. And the reason why we do this, our subconscious is hardwired to create a swing that has the path of least resistance. It is easier to go from tucked in and behind the body line to over the top and try to reorientate the club face back to target as quick as possible. Well, if we over rotate, we get the weak pull to the left. If we under rotate the hands, we're going to get the slice to the right. Both are going to stem from that over the top movement, but the over the top movement occurs simply because you're trying so hard not to be open and slice it that you cause yourself to go closed off, and now we have very little choice but to slice it because it's just too difficult to keep the club underneath. Okay, so this drill is so simple and so easy, you're almost going to not want to do it because you're going to think, well, I don't need to, but I promise you're going to see huge improvement if we give this a go. So I've taken two golf clubs here. Golf club number one, I'm going to place parallel to the ground towards my intended target. This is where my feet line are going to go. So we'll set that one up square. Golf club number two, I'm going to place parallel to the golf ball. So this is a set of train tracks essentially. So now we have the golf ball in position, and this drill can be done at home. I will emphasize this as I'm doing this in my studio. I don't have a golf club. You don't need a golf club for this. I have placed the golf ball on the ground though to create a reference point. We'll just pull that back a little bit more centralized. I now have a reference point for my feet and a reference point for my imaginary golf club. What I'm going to ask you guys to do is to go through your pre-shot routine like we're out on the golf course. We stood behind, we visualize our shot. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys to step in. We're going to place our trail foot down parallel to the golf club closest to our feet. Take our imaginary golf club, position our feet close together, and then from here, separate them. And as we do, making sure that the distance between the club shaft and our feet is the same distance. So we're trying to keep that little gap. So here, two or 3 centimeters. Pause, check, relax. Now again, that is super simple to do, costs $0, can be done from at home, but is hugely beneficial in helping you, one, save time at the driving range, so you're not wasting time trying to work on setup. We can do that for free at home. But two, create really good habits and routines that will bleed into your training sessions and then ultimately out onto the golf course. If we can get your feet set up correctly, reduce that notion of pulling the trail foot back and closing off the body, you're going to find it a lot easier to maneuver the club into the downswing, which is going to lead on to the next part of this video. Now, to better understand this next drill that I'm going to ask you to do to correct your out to in or your over the top swing path, it's good to understand what I'm actually saying. So we have our feet set up here. This would be a straight line, and we would have, using this blue alignment stick here, what we call a neutral swing path, okay? Players who slice the golf ball will actually use the red alignment stick here. We're going to see the club traveling in an outward to inward motion. So if we place a golf ball here into the middle, we're going to see the club traveling from out and cutting across the body line, pulling across the body line, and that's how we're going to get our slice or our weak pull. The holy grail of swing motions for most golfers is going to have the club working from an inside to outside pass. So that would be the blue tracker here. Now, hopefully if you're watching this video, you're not naive enough to believe that in a handful of golf swings, we're going to turn our swing movements from out to in, which we've probably done for an awful long time, to becoming in to out. But this drill that I'm about to show you is going to help you transition that over a period of time. Now, it's important to understand that the drill work that I give you, whether it be at home or whether you be doing this at the driving range, that we're doing it with a sense of purpose. This drill we're going to look at is the trail arm only drill, and it is an absolute favorite of mine. So we need to understand that a slice pattern doesn't just occur solely with the driver. I'm yet to see a player who doesn't have the same out to in path with their irons as they do their driver. It's just a little bit more pronounced with the driver. So for this drill, I'm actually going to replace my driver here, and I'm going to use an iron because it's easier to do in an enclosed space. So as I mentioned, this is the trail arm only drill, and it's a really simple and highly effective drill. When we start our downswing as a slice with the golf ball, trail foot back, the arm here will push away from the body. So your trail arm, your right elbow is going to extend and throw the club out and across the line here. Now, what I'm going to ask you guys to do is take the golf club. So I've got my training club here. Take your lead hand, you're going to place it behind your back. So you're holding the club solely in your trail hand. We're going to swing to the top of the backswing and pause. And this is important. I'm going to go through my motion as if I'm hitting a golf shot. I'm not just going to cheat here and stand up and put the club up here because I'm not going to learn anything. We're going to get into that golf posture, swing to the top and pause. And then from here, I'm going to lower the arm down whilst maintaining the angle in my right wrist. And really the focal point here is getting my right elbow to get close to my rib cage. So top of the backswing, lower the arm down, keep the right elbow close to the rib cage, and then from here, turn my chest towards target. Really important that as we do this, we're aware of how the body's moving and more aware of what the club face is doing and how we're positioning it. So to show you guys from down the target line here, top of the backswing, I'm creating my rotation, I'm working through my normal golf swing. I'm going to lower the elbow, and then as I start to rotate here, I want you to be aware, we'll look at my club face, look at my hands, and then we're going to turn the body through to a finish. Now this little drill here we can do for 5 minutes each day at home. If you're doing it with a sense of purpose, I would anticipate you'll have somewhere between 50 and 70 swings or repetitions. Now, if we can do these and train functionally and correctly at home, it just means that the next time you go to the driving range, you're going to have way more time to focus on shot outcome. And the beauty of doing the work at home is no golf ball, no shot outcome. We can focus solely on the process. For those that want to use this drill at the driving range, it's very, very simple. Put the golf ball on a tee. It's going to be a lot easier having the golf ball teed up. Hold the club in the correct position. So don't go down the grip when doing this because you're not going to get the club down to the golf ball. Don't hold it at the very top, again, because that's not realistic. It's going to get you out of posture. You're going to set yourself up in your actual setup position as if you would do any normal golf shot. Tuck the hand behind your back, that's your lead hand. Swing to the top, pause, lower the arm down, couple of little what I call bounces. So you're going to kind of bounce the club into position and then turn the chest through with the lower body rotating at the same time. This is going to teach us again to stop the arm from pushing out and away. So if you're looking to correct this dysfunctional, aesthetically displeasing looking golf swing and make the golf swing functional, predictable, repeatable, well, get yourself into setup, work the trail arm only drill, and eventually you should find yourself from a neutral setup position able to drop the club to the inside on the downswing, and if not to the inside, certainly into a more neutral spot, therefore eliminating that horrible slice. So guys, what are you waiting for? Get yourself down the driving range, get yourself in the garage, in the backyard, get working on your pre-shot routine, teaching yourself to set up square, then get into the trail arm drill. And you know what? You can even combine the two if you've got the time to do so. As always, guys, please, if this has been helpful, if you have any questions, throw a comment in the box below. I'll be more than happy to get back to you if I can. If you found today's video useful, please give it a thumbs up. Those little thumbs up go a long way to helping my channel grow and the videos reach more people. If you haven't already, I ask you to consider subscribing to the channel. And if you have subscribed or you do want to subscribe, make sure you hit that little bell, because then you'll be notified as I release my videos each and every week. And until next time, guys, hopefully fewer slices and happy golfing.